I'm out here the next morning, come out here to take a look at the work. I finished up last night at around 12 o'clock, went inside, went to bed, come back out here this morning to see if it turned out okay, and we got problems. Guys, just like when you buy a car, you ever buy a used car and then you finally get to wash it for the first time and you start washing it and then you start noticing all those little things that you didn't see at the dealership because you had tunnel vision, right? Because you wanted to buy the car. Well, that's kind of what I got with this bumper right now. You know, you wipe it down, then you really start feeling and seeing all the little imperfections. And I'm not saying this bumper is not usable, but we're going to find out, so stick around and see. So before we do anything else on this car, we're going to go ahead and try to get this area heated up and formed, and then we'll start sanding and see how bad everything else is. But there's no need in us spending any more time on this thing till we see if that works. So I got my heat gun going, and we'll just try to heat this up from both sides. Now watch it, if you hold this too long on paint, it'll bubble your paint. Not a big deal since we're repainting this one, but that'd just still be an area that I have to fix. So keep it moving. Alright guys, so I've been heating it for a few minutes now, just kind of checking, but I haven't really tried to press it yet, and hopefully you can kind of see just how big of a bump this is. It's hot. I'm heating it from the bottom side right now and keep the heat on it. And I've got this rag I was cleaning with, because if I touch it right now, it's going to burn. I'll start trying to hold it down. It's definitely getting more pliable. Maybe hold it down, just hold it for a minute. Well guys, we got it a lot better, and I think we can continue to work with it and maybe get it decent, but I'm pretty picky about my car, and Angela happened to mention that. She said, let's not paint this car and then you not be happy with it, because she said, I know how picky you are about your car. And you know what? She's right. So I just went ahead and ordered an aftermarket one. The downside of that is we were actually trying to get this car ready for Midwest Fox Fest, which happens to be just a few days from now. Today is actually Sunday that I am filming this. Now, if we're lucky and we get the bumper cover in by Wednesday or Thursday, they don't take a lot of work, we'll shoot it and hopefully get it put on the car and have it ready for Midwest Fox Fest. If not, and you guys will see this coming up because we'll just pick this video up when we get the new bumper cover in. Not, it'd have to be done after, and that'll car be going with the torn up bumper just like at Ford Takeover. So we'll see you in here in a few days. It's actually a couple of days later. Today is Tuesday. We filmed the last segment on Sunday. Made the decision to order the new bumper cover. It got shipped out Monday. I checked the tracking today, and it's in Kansas City, FedEx, and will be here tomorrow. Typically FedEx runs pretty early in the morning, so when I get off tomorrow, I'm going to be able to paint that bumper on Wednesday in preparation for Midwest Fox Fest. We're going to be leaving Friday. So it's the next morning. Today is Wednesday, and look what just showed up. I'm working from home today, so I couldn't wait till I got off work. I had to run out here to the shop, and let's open this thing up. FedEx just dropped it off. Let's see what we've got. I think it's going to work. I do want to show you something real quick, something you really want to make sure you address before you put one on your car. So right here, the way these things ship, you'll notice there's a very slight crack right there. I'll put just a little bit of bumper bite right in that, and that'll take care of that. And then also the molding line that goes right here all the way down. You'll want to take time and get that sanded flush before you paint your car so you don't see that. I mean, it's not a big deal if you do see it, but I'm a little bit more of a perfectionist, so make sure you sand that off. So this afternoon when I get off work, I'm going to pick back up with you. We'll get my car pulled in here, get the bumper cover off of it. We got to get the header panel out of it. Hopefully it's still good, because previously when I put that bumper cover on my car, my car was originally an LX. When I put the GT bumper cover on it, there was a crack in my header panel too. Wasn't real bad, but it was right where it had been previously hit with a Coyote. So that's the same side also that it got the deer hit. So hopefully it didn't crack too bad, and then we'll still be good. If not, it's going to be a little bit of a disaster, and we'll have to see if we can get it fixed. So we'll see that this afternoon. Right now I'm going to set you guys up on a time lapse, get this bumper cover off, and we'll go. Alright guys, I had to take a break. If you'll look here, I got mine off, just finished getting all the rivets out of it, and this is the crack, but this is the same crack right here, and it's not bad, and it doesn't really affect the structure of this part, so I guess we're lucky. It didn't crack this any more than it already was, so I'm getting ready to go ahead and get this put on the new bumper cover, and we'll get it prepped for paint. Well boys, I got everything covered up. I'm starting to get ready for paint. As you can see, I've got the 57 covered up. Got the bumper all ready to go. Did a little bit of sanding, make sure I got all the ridges and stuff done on it. We got all that sanded down to 400. Everything else has been scuffed. Got it all taped up. Got my paint station ready to go. I'm going to be painting with my awesome Spectrum 1.7 from Harbor Freight. That thing actually lays down sealer amazingly. So with all that, I'm ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to go ahead and pick back up with you guys once I get this sealer on here. This is the exact same sealer I put on my car originally. I'm trying to keep everything to the same. That way I get a good paint match, which is a white sealer. We're going to put that on, then we're going to go from there. Well boys, it takes a while. It's probably going to be a late night, but it'll be worth it. Got the sealer on it. Now let's go mix up that base. I'm out here the next morning, come out here to take a look at the work. I finished up last night at around 12 o'clock, went inside, went to bed, come back out here this morning to see if it turned out okay, and we got problems. Yep, we got problems, man, dang. So I don't know if it's because the materials I was using other than the clear coat was old. You know, I know there's a shelf life to paint, but I took a chance, and I think the chance burned me. So let's take a look at what happened. Now, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to notice on camera, but man, if you'll see these big drips right here on the floor, it's like the clear, it's just like the clear and the single stage. After I finished putting that last coat on overnight, it just melted together. Either I didn't take long enough to let the stages between the single stage dry enough, but I followed typical specs, I don't know what happened, but if you'll notice, I'll try to get it close enough here, any ridges, you can see the white. It's literally melted through it, and you can see the white on those ridges. There's one area over here you can really see it, like right here. You see that where you got more of a sharper edge right here? It really melted through it. I mean, it kind of looks good, but it just started just literally sagging, and I guess I had too much material on it or something. But yeah. Alright, so we was going to end the video, but now I got to show you something else. So it's worse than we thought. I guess in some ways it might even be better, but let's take a look, because I think I know what's happened. And let it be a lesson learned to me that I will never repeat again. Well, let's just look. Yeah. You see that all on the floor right here? There's your paint. Won't have all of it off yet. I think we're going to take the pressure washer and try to get any remainder off of it. It just literally peeled right off, guys. So I think I have a couple of things that was going on. Has nothing to do with the bumper cover. I've painted on this before. I'm pretty sure the issue is what's happened is the sealer I was using, it was probably sitting on the shelf too long. Also, so was the single stage and hardener for it. And I think all of the older products, they just did not cure properly. They melted together and they basically did not adhere to this surface. So guys, let this be a lesson to me and hopefully to you. You know, I don't like to throw away anything. And there is a certain amount of shelf life when you have some of these products, these professional painting products. And it's best to always get what you're going to need. And I know some of this stuff will last a long time, and I've sprayed some stuff before that was pretty old, but yeah, probably never again. So anything that I've got that's in there that's got any age to it whatsoever, that I keep all this stuff, it's getting thrown in the trash, so I never repeat this again. But anyway, guys, let that be a lesson to you as well. Here we go. So unfortunately I can't take my car to Midwest Fox Fest because I'm not going through all the trouble to throw this thing back on there, but I will be there. We'll be driving up tomorrow, show Saturday. You guys watch out for that video. It'll be coming up soon. Until then, I'll see you on that one.